What secret drove a young king from Macedonia to conquer lands far beyond his world? The story of Alexander the Great is filled with ambition, mystery, and brilliance waiting to be uncovered.
Did you know Alexander was only 20 years old when he became king? At an age when most are still finding their path, he seized the throne and began building one of the largest empires the world has ever seen.
In this video, we'll explore the fascinating life of Alexander the Great, a military genius, a fearless leader, and a visionary whose conquests reshaped the ancient world and left a legacy that still echoes today.
From the mountains of Greece to the deserts of Persia and the rivers of India, his ambition knew no limits. Alexander's story is one of courage, brilliance, and relentless pursuit of greatness.
He inherited a kingdom surrounded by enemies, plagued by rebellions, and overshadowed by doubt. The world questioned whether a young man could carry the weight of an empire. Rebellions erupted, rival kings plotted, and every border threatened his rule. Alexander's resolve was tested from the very beginning. He had to prove himself, not just as king, but as commander. Every dawn was a test of his strength. Every battle, a chance to show his destiny. The weight of his father's legacy pressed heavily on his shoulders. Philip II had built a powerful kingdom, and Alexander had to surpass it or be forgotten. He rode into Persia with fire in his eyes, not just to fight, but to rewrite history. His campaigns were more than conquest, they were the birth of a new world. His brilliance lay in strategy, using terrain, speed, and surprise to outmaneuver enemies who outnumbered him. Alexander turned the art of war into science. He united cultures, blending Greek traditions with Persian customs, proving that empire was not only about power, it was about vision and unity. He built cities across continents, each carrying his name, each carrying his dream. These cities became centers of trade, culture, and knowledge. At Gaugamela, he faced overwhelming odds. The Persian army stretched across the horizon, vast and unstoppable, or so it seemed. But Alexander's daring flanking maneuver shattered the Persian lines. With courage and precision, he turned the tide of battle. His victory crowned him ruler of Asia. From that moment, Alexander was no longer just a king, he was a legend. It was a masterclass in leadership and courage, a battle studied for centuries as proof of genius and determination. His empire stretched across continents, shaping languages, governance, and cultures. Alexander's vision created a world more connected than ever before. Though he died young, his legacy endures. His name still inspires leaders, dreamers, and storytellers across the globe. If you enjoyed this journey into the life of Alexander the Great, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more epic stories from history. Check out our next video on the lasting impact of Alexander's empire and how his vision still shapes our world today. Even as a boy, he trained for war, destined to lead armies and carve his name into history. He balanced the sword with the scroll,
learning philosophy and science between battles, proving that wisdom was as powerful as steel.
His campaigns pushed men beyond borders, crossing rivers into lands unknown, driven by ambition and faith in their leader.
In Babylon, he was hailed not just as conqueror, but as king of kings, a ruler of empires. He blended traditions, uniting East and West under one vision, creating harmony where once there was division. He dreamed not only of conquest, but of destiny written in the stars, believing his fate was guided by the heavens. His vision often clashed with his generals, but his will always prevailed, driving them toward victories they never imagined. He tamed Bucephalus, a horse no one else could ride, proving his courage and mastery even as a youth. He died at 32, but his funeral echoed across the world, a farewell to a legend who lived too fast.
His story is still told today in classrooms, books, and legends, reminding us that greatness never fades.